Hi everybody, this is Dr. Bernard Alvarez with another wonderful weekly vlog, and I thank you so much for watching our vlog and for participating in everything that we do. Today I have some really nice things to talk about. I want to share with you a little bit about what it means to find inner peace. I've been getting a lot of emails on it, and I've had a lot of people ask me questions on how we do achieve inner peace. And I would probably think that the best way to explain what finding inner peace means is, I probably would say the best way to explain it is the way that meditation is. Inner peace is that center, that calm, that one piece of you that is eternal, it's infinite. And the way that we get to that is that we move away and past our ideas of who we are. One of the problems that I find in trying to find inner peace is we are searching for inner peace outside of ourselves. And I was one who did that myself in going to following different religious paths or spiritual paths or practices or whatnot. And while those are all well and good and do get the initiate, for lack of a better term, to that place of inner peace, eventually that is not the inner peace per se. The inner peace is found and is lived when we are finally away from the labels, from the dogmatic idea of who we are, or that ego-based idea of who we are. One of the shortcomings I know that I had was labeling myself as a Wiccan, or even a man, or a Cuban, or whatever it is. We must really, if we are to find inner peace within ourselves, transcend that idea of ourselves as being a father, a husband, a Republican, a Democrat, a religious person, a spiritual person, an atheist, an agnostic. The label right there is the obstacle to finding inner peace. And when you can actually remove yourself from the labeling of not only the external world, but the labeling that we create within ourselves in our internal dialogue, when we can actually become the observer of the dialogue rather than associate with the actual labeling process of the dialogue that our ego is constantly doing and chattering in our mind and telling us this is who you are, this is who you've been, this is who you're going to be. We learn that we are what we are right now. And what I mean is right now. This is it. This moment. This is your center. This is the all of who you are. What you're doing, what you're sensing, what you're feeling at this very moment is the all of who you are. It's quiet. It is naturally loving. It is naturally nurturing. It is naturally peaceful and peace-loving. It naturally has humor. It naturally has affection for itself. You are your spirit. You are your spirit incarnate in this body. And now, while this body may go through the day-to-day processes of existing in a particular region, country, or work life, or career, or whether it be mother or father or cousin or husband or wife or corporate lawyer or politician or nurse or doctor or priest or rabbi, whatever it is that you are, that is merely an expression of your inner self reflecting outward. And what we need to do in order to live in inner peace is know that you are not those things. You are not your job. You are not your children. You are not your religious views. You are not your political views. You are not male. You are not female. You are infinite, divine, whole, and complete at this time, in this place, in the now. And to move on a little bit to the other topic I'd like to discuss with you today is one of the ways that we go about doing this. And we'll see the contrast in how our world has programmed us to be by acknowledging the divine feminine principle. You may call her the goddess, you may call her the Virgin Mary, or you can just call it the feminine aspect of yourself, whether you're a man or woman. the divine principle itself, or the source, is only separate from itself when it is acknowledging or perceiving itself. Now, as we begin to perceive ourselves, we're beginning to see contrast. As we see contrast, we create duality and polarity. You get up and down, black and white, good and evil, male and female, and within those you're going to have, of course, even more polarity that is broken up. Positive and negative female, positive and negative male, positive and negative evil, positive and negative good. And once we start realizing that this is basically how our mind is created to work. Our mind works in trying to understand and process, but unfortunately what has been done to us, not only in our religions, but in our corporate world that we are living in, our corporatized world, is that we've created everything very masculine. We've suppressed the feminine instinct or aspect, not only of ourselves, but of our world. You can see in the religion, it is all male-based religion. You see it in war. War is a male-based, aggressive, assertive energy. You see it in the women's movement. And while I politically will say that I believe in being a feminist and equal rights for all people, but that means equal rights for all people. It does not mean that the feminizing of the woman. A woman can still be powerful and empowered without losing her femininity. And the corporatization of our society and our world has caused many of the women to lose their femininity. They've had to show that aggressive masculine nature. And these are just examples of me observing. That's what I feel. I feel that we have lost touch with our feminine principles, our feminine lives, our feminine selves, and it's most importantly the divine feminine that is within us. And we will find a balance once we begin to acknowledge the divine feminine once again, not only in our thoughts or in our prayers or in our beliefs or in our spirituality, but also within our own society. The role of woman and caretaker, nurturer, and life giver, giver of life and birth, this is a wonderful energy that we seem to want to suppress because it's not corporately or politically correct. We must transcend this as a society, but what starts with you first. It starts with you acknowledging your own feminine side, whether you're a man or a woman. I don't care if you're gay, you're straight, I don't care if you're a construction worker or a football player. We all have a feminine side. And that feminine side is very much the nurturer, and that is the nurturer within you, the mother within you. Let us give a little more attention to the divine feminine aspect. And as we elevate the divine feminine, goddess, Mother Mary, whatever you want to call it, it's fine, it all works, it's all the same principle. Energetically, we begin to create balance within our social spheres, our social world, our corporate worlds, and most importantly within ourselves. And when we create that balance within ourselves, when we start creating that balance of masculine and feminine within ourselves, we begin to feel that shift, that sense of self-nurturing, that sense of inner peace. And again, bringing us back to inner peace. Inner peace is not found outside of you, it is found within you. Look no further than this moment. Look no further than to the very thought that you are having at this moment. Look no further. This is your inner peace. You always have had it. You've just chosen to ignore it. This is Dr. Bernard Alvarez, and I thank you so much. I want to let you know how much I love you all, and thank you again. We've had some great support this last week. Please consider contributing to the GIC, as you will keep our videos flowing, going, and growing, as well as the movement itself. I'm so proud of all the work that we have done. I'm so proud of all the work that you're doing, because you're the one that's changing the world, not me. I might be here talking, but it's through your actions and your day-to-day conversations with each other that makes this world a better place. And I thank you for it so much. I love you. God bless you.